Now, Jay, how are we doing at Island at the Back? All right?
We good? We good?
Yeah! Because I hear there is someone you may have been expecting this evening.
Yes. Is he up? Where is he?
That is what I was segueing into, yes. You incredibly blunt but straightforward person. I like that. So I think it's only wise that the back row start cheering first. The Island of the Back. Woo! Yes, you people. Stop clapping, please. Stop cheering for
I only wrote my set like an hour and a half ago.
Hiya. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andi Chamberlain. Usually there's a prefix that goes before this, which was invented by my friends, which is a hashtag and then a being. I am the elusive being Andi Chamberlain, which has become something of a bane of my existence. It's a title I don't think I earned, however I have inherited. And it is an inheritance I don't really want. It comes with an awful lot of tax, it comes with an awful lot of baggage, and it basically makes me feel a little bit... You know celebrities, right? Are like famous and they earn lots of money and they get like caviar and champagne and people pay them lots of money for being a celebrity. I'm going to tell you now that there is a downside to being a celebrity when someone invents a name for you and then you have to basically live the rest of your life under that banner. Being Andi Chamberlain is a fucking hard job. I've realised this recently when I have been, I've never really known what I want to get to with my life. I've jumped from one fad to another, like an anorexic frog trying to find niblets of food from one lily pad to another. Basically just going, I'm going to be in a band because that's going to make me famous and important. And then realising that out of 7 people in the band, you're the least talented, the fattest. You are the person that carries the other band members' girlfriends' bags into the venue because you know that you are that shit. And when some of the girlfriends are 23 stone and they carry bags which are basically like, well, it's like taking baggage to Barbados. It's like, what the fuck is in this bag? Well, basically it's my face and my girlfriend's face and my 4 other faces, and also I brought some leopards. And there is a small man in there called Manuel who fixes my face and my many other faces when I need a new face. And if you really, really want to know what's in the bag, basically, much more important shit than you. Carry the bag, being Andi Chamberlain, stop fucking around, you're not important. It's an inheritance I don't really want. However, it has started to haunt every facet of my life. You're sitting in the bathroom at night trying to find material because I've decided I want to try and be a stand-up comedian now. I don't know why. I am not funny, except to look at. I decided to try and highlight this point this evening by wearing my tightest, smallest, most shrunk in the wash white t-shirt, alongside a shirt that I haven't worn for 4.5 years, which highlights the fact that I have now looked like a pregnant man. Underneath this, I smell somewhat like socks. But not like normal socks, like, you know those wank socks that kids have under their bed? Those, times a million, left in a microwave, put on a radioactive island, fucked by Godzilla. That's what I smell like right now on stage, which is a step up from the first time I did this when I shit myself on stage 4 times. 4 times. So, I wanted to research what it was like to be a comedian, and I thought, well, there's steps to be a comedian. I'm pretty sure that the comedians in the world are where I can go and learn my craft. So I went and I researched, and I found that there's kind of like steps and ways to get in. The first way to get in, I've learned from comedians like Robin Williams, and from Bill Hicks, and from Lenny Bruce, is depression and sadness is a good key to being a comedian. So I'm quite a happy person, really. I'm quite positive. I don't really know what sadness is. I don't really have a lot to be sad about. So I thought I'd research this. So I kind of thought, what's the thing that makes me feel sad? And I realised the thing that makes me feel sad is when I look in my daughter's eye, and I see her looking back at me with these tears welling up in her perfect blue eyes. And she looks at me with this lower lip quivering like this. And that's the only thing that makes me feel purely sad. So I thought, right, I can tap into this. I can use my daughter as a key to becoming a comedian. So she's got this beagle puppy, right? Beautiful thing, it's called Baxter. So I got Baxter, and I strangled the fucking shit out of it. He was looking at me with one ear, inverted, which was funny as fuck. His tongue was lolling out of it. One eye popped as it looked at me, spraying me with arterial fluid. I looked fucking horrendous. I kicked the dog in its face. I lay on the floor, I fucking elbow dropped it. I picked up the ragged, desiccated remains of my daughter's puppy. And I went, that'll do. Went to my 2-year-old daughter. Her name's Bethany. She's beautiful, blonde hair, blue eyes, just these biggest eyes. They're like whirlpools of emotion, staring at you like mirrors. And I went to her with Baxter behind my back and I went, Bethany, I've got some bad news. I don't know how it happened.
However,
I walked into the house and some vicious bastard killed Baxter! Look at your puppy! Look upon the face of death! And she fucking cried like I have never seen a human being cry before. She ran out of the room screaming. She fucking cried for 4 or 5 days, and I sat there and immediately just went, fuck, that wasn't funny. That backfired badly, man. So then I realised I'm stepping into comedy section number 2, which is that all comedians are liars. Don't have a daughter, she just have a puppy. Baxter's fine. He's good. He's imaginary. If I had a daughter, I wouldn't call it Bethany. Fuck that shit. She'd be called Robocop. And she'd fucking like it. So, did you do anything exciting at work today? At school today, Robocop? Yes! What did you do? I listened to the Prime Directive. Good fucking work. Get in the bedroom. So yeah, comedians are liars. And did you just sneeze on me? I felt that. That was like fucking quantum sneezing. I am fucking gonna clone you. I'm gonna take this home with me. I'm gonna take it to my chemistry set. I've got a friend at the back who's actually a science teacher, and he's gonna help me clone you. And I'm gonna ride you like a comedy donkey for the rest of my shows. I've got 2 fears in life. They're very, very kind of elemental fears. I've got a fear of failure and a fear of success, which has kind of fucked me, to be honest with you, for the rest of my life. Because I'm really, really good at the things I'm bad at. And I'm really, really fucking bad at the things that I'm good at. And I'm terrified that I'm never going to get any better. But I kind of hope that's fine because the status quo is really good. Because if I get any better, I'll probably shit myself. Which is something I'm known for doing in public, when I get worried about being good at something. Actually, that's a lie, because I'm not actually just 2 fears in life: success and failure, also spiders, deep water, the dark, people, being alone, open spaces, closed spaces, and the fact that I'm always going to run out of underwear because of the amount of shitting I do in public. So, the shitting thing is a joke. I actually ejaculate at speed. 3 times tonight. I was kind of writing for the material this evening, because the last time I came out it was really dark. I came out and the first thing I did was tell everyone that my mum was an alcoholic. And I made this joke about Scottish people and can you really tell the difference? And it fell on very deaf ears. And I made a joke about she eats fences because she thinks they're twiglets. And I said to my brother, you should watch the video of my last gig, it was wicked. And my brother came back to me and went, You told everyone Mom's an alcoholic. I'm gonna fucking kill you. And then he showed it to my dad. And, well, it went down even worse with my dad. Because he just went, you fucking talking about the woman I'm fucking? Like that, in public. You don't know where you came from. I'm gonna fucking kill you. You don't know you're messing with my dad. I do know where I came from. In between her legs. From your balls. You're basically gonna kill you. That's just... You're really gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. In ways you've never imagined, son. I'm gonna kill you with words. In public. I'm gonna tell everyone about all the little stories about what you did when you were a kid. All the little things you did when you were a child, or the horrible little peccadillos that you were up to. I'm going to tell people about the time that you painted your willy green. And you walked in to your grandma and went, look, it's a frog! And then wangled it at her. I'm like, don't worry about that, Dad, I already did that in my second set. I want to talk about a very important issue to me. Well, we're being in the cinema, I think it's probably best we do talk about this, because it's something which really annoys me, and that's the annoying things in films that really shouldn't be in them. Those horrible moments in a film when you're watching it, you're fully invested, and then you realise, that shouldn't have happened. Like, for instance, Spider-Man. If you get bitten by a radioactive spider, you're not going to become a crime fighter overnight. It's not the first thing that's going to be entering your mind. You can climb walls, hang on to things, and defy gravity in wonderful and brilliant ways, and you're only 15 years old. The first thing you're going to do is experiment with masturbation in zero gravity, in every opportunity you possibly can, in public, without being seen. That's what Spider-Man should have happened. Matrix, Neo, take the red pill, or the green pill, or the blue pill, or the yellow pill, which pill do you want? Matrix, no. Neo would not have just become this super hacker which can stop bullets with his mind. He would have just gone like, so I can bend reality. I can have anyone in the world, I can fly. He'd masturbate at speed while flying over the city on people, shouting, "Make it rain, motherfuckers!" That's what would happen. And then I got down to the most annoying thing in any film that I've ever seen, and that's the Lord of the Rings trilogy. There's a character in the Lord of the Rings trilogy that fucks me off more than anything on earth. And I'm not even joking now, this is my sincere, worst hate in the universe. The Lord of the Rings trilogy can be taken as a parable for the industrialisation of Britain. Or some hippies took it as a parable for drugs and opening your mind and the expansion of one's universe. Which is why in the book, several of the characters smoke what is questionably marijuana. And there is a scene, I believe it's at Helm's Deep, where Strider, Aragorn, is stood on top of Helm's Deep staring out into the middle distance while enjoying a pipe. There's been battles left, right and centre, he's having a moment of repose, and he's sitting there going like this. He's had a hard life so far. His dad was killed, his granddad was killed, his entire people were massacred by Sauron, the Dark Lord. He's been thrown away, he's had to try and find himself throughout his entire life. His girlfriend has been ripped apart from him for the fucking elves of all people, and he's sitting there in this one moment of calm repose. And out of nowhere, Legolas walks on, this fucking blonde twat. I hate Legolas with a passion that burns 1,000 suns. For this one moment alone, Aragorn's having a moment of repose before the battle that is about to come. Smoking his weed, just enjoying the quiet fields of Eleanor in front of him, and then all of a sudden, Legolas walks up and goes, "The eye of the enemy is moving." And Aragorn, off his fucking bean, goes,
What? What's it about? Fuck off. Where?
"The eye in the east is moving." And then Legolas walks off.
Leaving Aragorn? Paranoid as fuck! On Helm's Deep, staring across the fields of Pelennor! No! I fucking spoke far too much of that shit. Where?
And then from nowhere, Gimli walks up with his beard and his axes and his gingerness and his broad fucking accent goes, Aragorn! And Aragorn goes,
Please tell me there's a fucking dwarf there. Please tell me there's a fucking dwarf there. Let me ask you, twat!
I've been Andi Chamberlain. Thank you very much for this evening. Have a good night.
Andi Chamberlain, everybody!